Morning, YouTube fans. This is Gardening with Vincenzo, and we're in Vincenzo's kitchen. And one of the things we're going to do this morning, actually two things, is we're going to show you how to make easy pickles, garlic dill pickles. And I just picked a fresh cucumber, and what I'm using, because I try to reuse single-use plastic as well as jars. This one's been washed out. It previously had garlic dill pickles in it. This is a gluten-free recipe, and what I've done is added 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar, 1/4 cup, 2 heaping teaspoons of minced garlic, some garlic powder, and when I get my minced garlic, I get it right from the dollar store. It's one of the few food products I buy from there. Some garlic powder, some onion powder, and shake it up and let it get ready to go. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to measure our cucumber to the size of the glass jar. You can see we need to cut off a little bit on each side, which is what we're going to do. We're going to cut off with that wonderful Nakiri knife, which I just love. We're going to cut him off. And one of the things about a fresh picked cucumber is it's crisp. I'm going to leave the skin on, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it in half, lengthwise. There we go. And now I'm going to take those halves and I'm going to cut them in half again, lengthwise. Gives you nice big pieces. And then I'm going to cut those in half, each one on an angle. So you end up with 8 spears, as they're normally referred to. Alright, so we've got those. Let's see if they fit. Beautiful. Get them in there. As many as will go. I try to really pack it tight. That was a big cucumber. See if we can get that last one in there. Shove them down in there. There we go. Alright, so he's fit in there. It's a whole cucumber. And if you'll notice here, we have all these seeds left. I'll show you what to do with them in a second. Now we have our mixture, and now what we're going to do is we're going to fill that up. I'm going to use it with filtered water up to the top with my pure filter. Alrighty, it's filled up to the top. I'm going to put the lid back on it, and I'm going to shake this up so it distributes all those wonderful ingredients. So we've used pickling salt, 2 tablespoons, 2 tablespoons of heaping tablespoons of garlic, minced garlic, some onion powder, 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar, some onion powder, and some garlic powder. That looks just like what you'd get in the store. And I'm going to stick him in the refrigerator, let him sit in there for at least 24 hours. After 24 hours, they might be good. Maybe a little longer than that, but we'll see. Alright, so that's that. Got some nice pickles to look forward to. Now I'm going to move my stuff off my cutting board here, and I'm going to show you what we can do with all these seeds. Can you see those seeds? I hope that you can. I tried to position this. Now what I've done is I have a flexible screen here that I have taped the edges. I've cut them on a 45-degree angle all the way around, bent them overlapping one another, and then taped them with some tape. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold that. I'm going to put that actually down in my sink. And I'm just going to take these seeds and put them in there. And now I'm going to angle my cutting board. And here's how many seeds we have. Now the variety that I grow is a Space Master. And cucumbers have a gel on them. And this was a very nice cucumber. I always try to save my best and my healthiest plants. So we're going to take some lukewarm water. You don't want it hot. Lukewarm works fine. It melts the gel. And we're going to take our cutting board, stick him back in there because that holds them nice. And we're just going to kind of wash these softly. Get the gel off of them. It's just a simple technique. To get your seeds. You can do this same thing with tomatoes. I had a subscriber, in fact, shout out to Edward and Bios and Jasmine from California, new subscribers to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. So we're going to wash these here until they no longer have that gel on them, which makes them real sticky. You really don't want to put these on paper towels because once they dry, they'll be stuck in there. You'll have a heck of a time getting them off. Now what I've done is I made another little basket out of the same flexible screen. And we'll use him to take the seeds that were just freshly washed, freshly picked from our best vegetable plant. This happens to be one of the larger ones. We'll let that water drain off of there. And you can see they all went to the periphery. And now we're going to turn this one upside down. I'm going to pinch him so he makes a little bit more of a windowsill size. You can see him there. And we're going to take the cucumber seeds and we're going to kind of just put them all down to one end. Let the water come off of there. And we're going to just let them go right on the top of the windowsill basket. You want to try not to have them like go in clumps, so you want to kind of spread them out. I see there was a little bit more gel. I probably could have washed them a little longer. And that is the secret to, you can see the gel in there. I don't know whether you can see that or not, but there's the gel. It's all carbohydrates, almost like paste. And this will be next year's crop. And I'll let these dry for several days until they dry out nicely. I'll spread them out evenly on the windowsill screen. Got a couple of more in there. But that's okay, we got enough right there. I'll just wash that one later. And so what we have right there, they're on the top. I'll put them on the windowsill. And then what I'll do, like I did right here with my peppers, is after they're dry, I'll take and flex the screen, which is flexible. They'll flake right off, put them on a paper towel, twist the paper towel, make a funnel, drop them right in the box, the storage box. If you have desiccator, those desiccator packets that come in everything, you can use those to put right in the jar, in the medicine bottle. And if you don't have that, you can put a sugar packet to absorb any of the moisture, but a desiccator packet works the best. These are slippery. Trying to get them up. And there we go. Right there, ready to go. And I'm going to move these in. My fresh herbs. I always like having fresh basil. And I'll sit him right on the windowsill. Right there, just like that. And let them dry. I'll wash him out. Reverse them that way. You can see the gel on there because you want to get that off. That's the sticky. Give him a fast rinse. And you're done. And remember, you can do this with tomatoes. You can do this with peppers, although the peppers, I just let them, the cores just dry. If you look at some of my other videos, there is one there where I'm introducing the Nakiri knife, which I just love. And I've saved the seeds. And I used those seeds to grow my red Marconi red peppers, sweet bells. Well, they're not bells, but sweet peppers. And I've got my plants out there in the garden. So, showed you how to make a fast pickle, garlic dill, gave you the recipe for that. Showed you one of my tricks for obtaining my seeds from year to year, which is one of the things that I do. And if you like this video, like and subscribe. I'm going to shift this. Like and subscribe. YouTube channel. Pass the word. It's too hot today here in Zone 6A, Middlesex Township, to be cooking. I have two fabulous lasagna recipes. I want to do one on one day and one on another day. So look for those for upcoming. And remember, we can save this planet 1 yard at a time, beginning with your own. You are what you eat, and fresh is always best, and it doesn't get any fresher than fresh picked. Grow as a person. Plant the garden. Don't be afraid. Put the screens down. Get outside. Smell some air. Listen to the birds. Let the wind hit you. Let the sun hit you, but not for too long. Remember that sunscreen. It really bothers me. Alrighty, this is Gardening with Vincenzo signing off. Again, hello to new subscribers. Bios, Edward, Jasmine from California. Good speaking with you. Thanks for spending some time. Be safe out there.